everyone, welcome back to RTS and welcome back to again another Record the Story. Yes, so what are we going to do today? Well, in front of me I have a pile of page kits that I recently had done and filmed and we talked about, and oh, we love page kits. I love making page kits. I just love the word kits. Yes, love it. Wouldn't that be funny if my name would have been Kit? Yeah. Okay, moving on, getting silly. Yes, ScrapHappy over here. So I had some subscribers, my lovely, awesome, wonderful subscribers. I just can't thank you enough, ladies, honestly. So they had asked me, could you show some actual layouts that I use these page kits for? You know, the process and how to go about it and do it sooner than later. And I was like, yes, I'm always up for a challenge. So I thought that's what I would work on today, because I had these not very far and I was moving some things in my space, and so I thought, yes, that's what I'm going to do. Plus, let's be honest, I want a scrapbook and I should be doing laundry, but no one knows, right? No. Okay, so what I thought I would do is, this is the photo that I want to, I don't know if you can see it, this is the photo I want to do, and this is one of those layouts that I'm going to do in my 50 letters of advice from mom album. So, and I will talk about that later on, probably in a month or so, because there's some of those layouts I can share and some I can't. You know, I want to get my daughter's opinion on a couple of that, and you know, some of it's personal, but some of them I can definitely show because I love the actual concept. And again, it was sparked by something else, and I'll talk about all that one day. But yes, I will talk about that album. So that is the one album I have asked my daughter if she doesn't keep anything else to keep that. And of course she will, because it's 50 letters of advice. And basically it's 50 layouts of advice is what it is. And this is going to be one of them, and I keep adding to it. So it's not just 50, okay? I just keep adding to it. Maybe someday I'll have to go to a volume 2. That's completely fine with me. So this is going to be one of those ones, and it has to do with a quote and a little bit of something that's going on in just, you know, life, you know, that I want to document, okay? I just already know what my title is, and I'm going to talk about that here soon. So, I know my mood and feel because, you know, and this is what I say. When someone sends you selfies, keep every single one of them, because those are the type of photos that you can have printed and you can have it in your ready to scrap box, and you just pull it out, pair it with a story. It doesn't have to be from the same day, same month, same year. No, because this photo was taken last year, but I'm using it to set, you know, to convey something I want to say about today, you know, this year, 2018. Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my process of as if the camera was not on, and this is the photo I have, and how would I pick which one I want to use for these page kits, because I can guarantee you can have a variety of page kits done, and when you sit down, I almost guarantee you something will fit, because you're focused on the story, not the supply, okay? And that's how you change your mindset, okay? Because you're talking to someone who used to have the photo in hand, sit down on the floor, go through my paper, and then I'd pick out embellishments, and then I'd pick out an alpha, and then I'd do all my finishing touches, and then an hour later, I'm like, I'm not even in the mood anymore. So, yes, this increases your productivity, and it just changes your mindset, okay? And so these few up top I have, and I have these separated by copy paper, because remember, I did this a few weeks ago. I'm not going to remember what I did. No. So up in top here, I have story-based, which I just love those. Love. Okay. So when I'm looking through here, I'm going to put them here to my right, because I want to keep them in order. Absolutely, because I want to use them again. And how many, I have the number 41 circled, so I must have, during that batch, had 41 done. Ugh. Come to mama. That never gets old. Okay. So I'm trying to make room here on the right. If I knock over my iPad, I'm not going to be happy. Okay. I was just watching some other videos. Yes. Okay, so I wanted to show what I would do. Okay. Now, my mood and feel has to do with a quote, and my quote is, "Girls compete, women empower." Oh, yes, I love that quote, and it's just something my daughter and I have been talking about over the summer, the difference between girls and women, okay? And I want her to know this because, you know, it's something you have to keep in your mind. Girls compete, women empower. Yes, and so that's what I want to do. Now, of course, right off the bat, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a little more playful than what my mood and feel, but that would work. Absolutely. And you're going to see how many of these. And I probably am going to go through the whole pile because I want you to see how many would fit. Yep. Yes. And I had this base for, you know, set aside for a 2-page, but I wouldn't have to. I would absolutely use it, but, yeah. Well, there's 2 for 2. Love it, love it, love it. Well, now looky here. We're 3 for 3. Do you see what I'm saying? When you're focused on the story and you know what you want to have as far as your mood and feel, this process is so easy, and you just find a variety. Of course, this is a selfie. You know, she's got a blue jacket on. That color will pop on a lot of different colors, okay? But this isn't the only one I'm going to show in this process. I will start to do, you know, things will slow down. Summer will slow down. Hopefully, yard work will slow down. Yes. You know, I'm not one for winter, but this summer's just been rough. Yes. Okay, now this one, I could make it work. The gold definitely has to do with my mood and feel and power, baby. Yes. But that's just not quite, it could be in the running, but it's not. And the ones I want in the running, I'll put to the side. But those 3 right off the bat, well, that's very pretty. Yes. 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 Okay. So that's a contender, baby. That's a contender. Oh, that's so pretty. Of course, you know it's floral. I'm telling you, once you know your style, so many things in your craft space, and I'm going to make another pile here. So many things in your craft space will just come together like peanut butter and jelly. Okay, well, now you know. Yeah, that's a contender. Okay, so you see I've only went through a small section of these page kits, and how many did I find that would work? Now, I just picked that because I had just printed that, honestly. That could work, but that's not a contender, but it could work. So basically, all of these had worked except, what, 1 or 2? Yeah, and I'm going to keep on going because this is what I want to show. When you build page kits, yes, that would have been a fast page. This is what I would do. Fast page. And I will do this page. I will. Because this is what I have in mind to do this page kit. Of course, I might move them. Why am I sitting here playing with this? Oh, because I can. That's right. Okay. So this is what I have in mind for this. Mat that. There. That's an L-shaped design. Okay. That's one of your go-to designs. But what is that? 3 scraps and a scrap. Yes. Well, that definitely is a contender. But, no. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Yay or nay? That would be quick. And then I would have that gold element. Well, okay, we're going to put in the contending pile. But this is going to be so quick. I maybe could just, if I pick that, I could actually film that right now. Okay, but I wanted to show versatility. That's what the topic is today. Well, yes, okay. Floral, wood grain, added doily. Sign me up. Yes, I will never, ever tire. Never. And right there is a design, and there you go. You take 3 6x6 squares, put them in an angle, put your photo there, put it on a background. There's your design. That's what I call, I don't have time to scrap, but I want to play layout. That's a contender. Yes. Oh, man. Wow. You know, I probably basically, a lot of these are going to be the contender. Aren't they? Okay. So this would definitely have worked too, but not my mood and feel. I guess I need to quit saying they would work. There's only 2 that I really wouldn't have cared for. But when you focus on the story, well, there you go. Another one. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, and I'm just flipping them over so I can kind of keep them corralled a little bit. Well, now you know that's going to work. Oh, man, is that not an impact? Wow. I love color. And I know some of you do too, because that's why we buy pretty paper. Oh, and there's that floral. Now, what would be a paper you used to say, girls compete, women in power? Yeah, we don't do the drama thing. Never going to do the drama thing. I don't have time for the drama thing. Well, right there, you could put 4 of those bands across the page. Talk about a fast page. Wow. I'm stunned. I absolutely love that. Okay, well, I can't make a decision yet. But man, knock my socks. That's a nice one. And this is what I said. If you have someone to scrapbook in real life, what a blessing. Because then someone could say, yes, pick that, pick that, pick that. Now, see, that would work too, but not my mood and feel. This makes me feel like Gone with the Wind. Yeah. Makes me feel like, oh, I should pick out that movie's here soon. Okay, now that's definitely an impact. That's a little too bright. That's too bold. Of course, you know, as women, we have to be bold in today's standards, but that's just not my mood and feel. Oh, man. That's a colorful. Love that. Okay, now this is not a contender. Too playful. Oh, we got some more here. So I hope this is okay to show you this process. Well, I know it's okay. You know why? Because some of my lovely subscribers asked me if I could do this. They said, I had some ladies ask me about pairing up papers. Okay, so I did the page kits. And then some people have asked me, well, how do you get your photos paired up with these page kits? And I thought, well, we're just going to keep on going. Okay, what do we have here? Well, yeah. Look at that. Very subtle, very classy. Oh, and that fits my daughter's her personality. She's a very minimalist type person. That, whew, yeah. Likey, likey. Come to likey. I like that. Okay. So basically, what have I done? I took my inventory, paired it down to my page kits. Now with the page kits, I'm paring down to create some choices for an individual layout. And that's exactly what you're doing. Yes. Plus it's just fun. Now this page I don't even need to go to because that's nothing I'm interested in. Nothing I'm interested in. And nothing I'm interested in. No. So there's a couple right off the bat. I could tell. Okay, now that's very pretty, but I like that other one better. Oh, but man, I love that color combination. I just love color. Color makes me happy. Well, it makes us all happy. Makes the world go round. Now, see, that would work too. That would be a more feminine, soft type of page. There's nothing wrong with that either. So, you see just in those page kits, and for me, I would sit here and go through them. Of course, I'd have a video on. And I would go through this whole pile because I would want to make sure I picked the one I wanted. I don't want to just pick one and go with it. No, I want to make sure I pick the one I wanted. That would work too. Those are nice papers. And I have everything separated by copy paper, see, because then I know what my plan was. Because there's no way I would have remembered where something started. That would work too, if I didn't have the story I want to have. That's very nice. Wow. Super, super nice. Okay. Okay, what do we have next? We have up some cameras. Nah, not a choice for me. And this is a process too, that the more you do it, of course, these papers are fresh in my mind because I just built these page kits a couple weeks ago. So this is, you know, still current in my brain. Now, something I did a half hour ago, no, I can remember paper. Oh, yeah. Okay. And so this process does get easier. It's like anything. Anything you do. Okay, now we got some blue, we got some floral, and we got some metallic, and we got some text. And you know what? Silver is her personality. Wow. That's a contender. Yes, that's making it. I don't know how many I have over here, but that's okay. And then what do I have? This is a more sophisticated, but this definitely would have worked. That would have been very pretty. Very, very, very grown up, mature, sophisticated feel. That would have been perfect too. But I think I'll wait on that. Okay. So let me see how many I had here. So I probably, 5 or 6. Okay, so I will now select my choices. I'm going to flip my pile over because I don't want to lose anything. Yes. Okay, so now here's my choices again. What am I going to do? I have this, which I just showed. Okay. And then I have this. And what I'll do is I will fan out what I can. And I have it separated by copy paper, so I should be okay. And this is exactly what I would do if the camera wasn't on. Okay, so there's 3. And, okay, so I had 5. No. I had 6. Okay, so off the bat, I'm putting that one away. Even though that would be fast page, that's okay. I can do that later. What else do I have? Oh, that's pretty, but not my favorite. This one was nice. That was very, very nice. But, you know, I also had said in another video, when you're doing something like this, you want to keep the person that's in your story and who you're talking to or who you're talking with. You want to keep their personality in mind too. Okay. So what do I have left? I have this choice, which I love this pink and black. I love that. It's kind of youthful, but it's bold. But there's nothing wrong with this either. Oh, wow. Now, if my daughter wasn't on a conference call, I would say, please help me pick. Wow, isn't that pretty? Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the do not select. Oh, no, I had another one, didn't I? Yes, I did. What was that? Okay, so I can forget that one. Okay. She sees anything country like she's running the other direction. No. She's a city girl. Okay, so this are my 2 choices. I have this and I have this. So, my point was, did I have to go into all that? No, but I wanted to because I wanted to show that this one photo paired with so many of those page kits. And I have some other photos that I'm going to do that with too. Whenever I do some more, I will pick a photo and then I will go through that page kits pile so you can see this just isn't a fluke. You really can find, when you have a variety of page kits, you can find something to pair up with your photos and your story. Yes, because instead of going to your inventory and saying, okay, I want something like with a gray and something with a denim, no, you go by mood and feel. And when you go by mood and feel, it opens up so many opportunities, so many options. Yes, it even changes the way not only you scrap, but how you organized. So, oh, wow. Okay, I'm going with this. Yes. Because I know if she was here, that's what she would pick. Because she loves that paper. Yes. I'm fortunate to have 25 of them. Oh, and guess what? Right there's my background piece. Because remember when I put this page kit together, I said this type of thing I do not put back on my inventory because it just doesn't work. Okay. Okay. So, do we want to do a test? Hang on a minute. Hey, Pee-Pee. Come here a minute. We're just going to do a test here to see if... I just have a quick question.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay. I have this layout I want to do, and it has to do with that quote.
Hi, YouTube.
That about girls compete, women empower. Okay. Now I had selected one, out of this stack of these 2, and I selected which one I thought, if you were to pick which one you would end up with, you end up with this color combination, and this is the photo, of course, of you. Yes. And then this color combination. Which one would you pick?
I have to pick one of these?
Yeah, either this grouping or this grouping for me to do this layout.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, okay.
It has black.
I know. Yeah, I told him you love that paper.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you, my friend.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. Okay. See, when you think about someone's personality, and there is nothing wrong with showing things to your family. Say, what do you like, what do you don't like? Let them be a part of the process. Yes, that was fun. Yes. In a couple weeks, that won't be happening. No. Okay. So what we're going to do now is that I have some sketches here. And so this is the one I just printed from Page Maps, and I'll have the link below. And so I'm thinking I can pick, you know, and this is what I like about Page Maps. You have one photo. I mean, there's a variety you pick from. So I have one photo, and this is a new inspiration on my desk, and so this is what I'm going to use. And so, of course, I don't look at photo size. I look at backgrounds, and I can already tell you every one of those would work, except a double page. But yeah, I could take one of those and make that work. Every one of those would fit this one page because I look at background. Background. I would take this one, flip it, look at background. Background. Yep. Every one of those would work for me. It just now I pick which one do I want to play with. Well, what's my choices? I have 2 pieces of paper. So it's going to have to be the minimalist, again, fits her personality, type of page. And so that's the one. Yes, now that's an 8.5 by 11 vertical. No mind to me. And the photo is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Again, no mind to me. So again, and I know we were just talking about that, and I believe you know, a couple of you had said that, you know, you were looking at sketches completely different now. Yes, some of you had said you were pulling out sketches now. Yes, that's the way to do. Because if you want to increase your productivity, make faster pages, let someone else do the work. Okay? Now, some people shy away from sketches. I'm going to have a little conversation right now. And I'll say, here's how you think of sketches. And some people think, well, then it's not my work. I'm scrap lifting. Well, that's the whole reason why Becky did this. To help us. Yes, that's why Scrapbook Generations does sketches, to help us. That's why Laura Whitaker gifted us with an entire sketchbook to help us, okay? It's not scrap lifting. It's not your, you know, considered not your original work. It's a resource. It's no different than if you buy a collection pack from Echo Park. They already did the work. It's no different than if you go and you buy a pack of American Crafts cardstock as your base. It's something to help. You know, it's a product. So this is what I want to say. It's sketches, but it's just another product. It just happens to be free when you can get them. Okay? So do not shy away from sketches. It's just another supply that you can use to increase your productivity. You know, it's no different than a collection. It's no different than a pack of enamel dots, except, you know, Becky gives them to us free. God bless her. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, now I'm going to do something else a little different because load is coming up, or well, for me, when this gets loaded, I may already be done with load. It depends how YouTube gets things loaded. But I have my Rascog here to my left, and it's loaded to the brim because whenever I have a load event coming up, I will load this up, and then I just put it to my left, which I don't like it there. I'm just going to be honest. I have a love and a not so love relationship with my Rascog. I really should just give it a name because maybe I would feel a little bit more dear about it. But I like that it can be loaded up and I can wheel it, and it's right here to my left because I'm left-handed. But the thing is, it gets on my road because I'm left-handed. So you see what I'm saying? It's a love and a not so much love. But I have it loaded up because the layout date, I'll have that information listed below, is coming up, and you know, you have to do a layout completed start to finish on a prompt and load it to the Flickr gallery within a 24-hour time period. So fast pages, I need product at hand. Okay, and that is why I said in a couple of my organizing videos why I have supplies organized in different manners. Okay, so what do I have? Okay, so I need some alphas. Okay, so what am I looking at? I'm looking at, and her personality is silver. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with. I'm going to look for some silver. Okay, but then what I want to say, girls compete, women empower. I really would like to do a gold, but what do I do? Oh, wow, now this. Look at this. I'm just pulling a handful here. There's some gray. Okay, here's a silver. So there's a choice, and that's a choice. Oh, and that's a choice. But see, I'm running kind of low. Okay, that's all I'm going to pick. I'm going to make this quick. But I will tell you, the gold is nice too. Girls compete, women. Oh, wonder what. You know what I'm saying. Girls compete, women empower. I think I'm going to go with gold. I think so. I think so. Well, you know what? Oh, that's nice too. What do I do? What do I do? Well, That's nice too. But that wouldn't show up very well. Well, I could put that on there. Okay, I'm getting too much. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. Okay, so there's my alphas. Well, let's just go with the silver. Let's just make a choice. Be done with it. Okay, so now what else I have? So on my Rascog, I have a little bit of everything. I have some washi. I have this washi tube that I have not broke up. Of course, it's all about girls. What is it called? Girly. Yes. Okay, so some of that might have some rose gold in there, but no concern to me. It's all about the story. Okay, so what do I need? If I look at the sketch, I have my papers. They have just some embellishments and some tags and a border sticker. So right there's my border sticker. So I could, and I have 4 punches, and right here's 2 of them. So I'm going to put that out. And one is a scallop, a mini scallop, and the other one's a big scallop. Okay, now what else do I have? Okay, so what did they have? They had some, yes, tags, little things. So what I have here in my Rascog is that I have little mini samples of, well, they're not mini samples, they're samples of my embossing folders. And so if someone wants me, well, I'll just tell you why. Okay, so one day I was updating my embossing folders. And so then I had a little bit of time to play around with things. And so what I did was I took some embossing folders, had some scraps, and I just sat and I just kept running things through. Had a movie on, okay? And so then I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have this pile of embossing folders? Yes. Wouldn't it be nice to have some embossing folders designs already done? And I just did them on white paper. I'm finding 2 already. So because if I wanted this type of look, I would have to get out the embossing folder, not a big deal. Have to run it through, not a big deal, but it's another process. So I spent some time just running my embossing folders through on some white scrap paper, and look right there, I'm going to get the look of embossing folders, and I didn't even have to get off my seat. Now that makes me happy. Yes. So what else do I have? I'm just looking at my other choices. There's cameras. Oh, no, that's really sophisticated, both of those. Okay, I need to stop looking. But you see what I'm saying? How quick is that? And I have a variety. There's records, there's cameras, there's diamonds, there's chevron, there's water. And so I'll give you that tip right now. When you have a tool out, like embossing folders and dies for me, because sometimes it's a little bit of legwork to get them out, you know, I don't want to get off my seat. So before I put something away, if I have leftovers, especially white scrap paper, because I use white on a lot of pages, I will go ahead and run a few more, and there, I have them sitting right in my Rascog. Yes, I do. Now, of course, what else do I have? Well, I'm dealing with silver. Okay, I'm going to put those away because I already know it. That did not make the cut. So this is what I have already. Look how fast that's coming together. And all I did is look what else I have in my Rascog. Okay, so now what do I have? Well, I have some stickers here. And so what do we have? We have jelly bean soup. Oh, well, there's some navy. Well, yeah, because they had that. There's navy. Now that has a cream base, but I can make that work. What else do we have? Why do I feel like I have to be rushing? Well, now that blue works better. Okay. So I'm just looking for navy, pink, and black. That's all I'm looking for. And right there's navy and pink. And I'll put that away. So right there I have some stickers. I have cluster bases. Yes, yes. What else do I have? Okay. I have some more stickers here. More jelly bean. And I know there's some blue. Yeah, there's a blue. And I just have those on jump rings. Now the back of that says $1.49. Yes. Boy, that was nice when prices were affordable. Scrapbooking is getting to be an expensive hobby. It truly, truly is. Okay. Now what else do I have? Okay, so I have some cluster bases. Love all those so far. And look. This has silver elements. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I have some chipboard dimensionals, and this is just loaded up in my Rascog. I mean, it's loaded. And so, yes, look here. I have some pink and black camera heart, and I'm just looking at color. And I have a globe. Yes, well there. absolutely. What else we got? I have some more stickers. I have some Maggie Holmes. I see a pink bow, black heart. Yes. And I have black and white Tim Holtz, where they're never far. So you see what I'm saying? I have so much here. I can do a page so quickly. Absolutely. Yes. And you know what? Honestly, well, of course, I always have enamel dots and enamel hearts. And that is what I'm picking. Okay, that took how long? And I have this embellishment kit. Now, I showed this in another video. And I think this is organizing embellishments. So what you can do, and this is what I did for Load, is that I made an embellishment kit. So this has a ton of little finishing touches, and when I have little bits and bobs, our story, absolutely. When I have little bits and bobs, oh, remember this? Well, yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? I have little bits and bobs of everything, and this will be my finishing touches. Well, there, look at that. And there's a button, another braid. Yeah, there's so many things on there. So that is what I'm going to do, and that is what I'm going to pull, and I have that already done. I don't know how long that took, but of course I was doing a lot of talking. And so, again, this is how I put together, and I didn't have a kit, but I did have a page kit. And so, of course, that really helped my time, you know, as far as selecting things. And of course, I love this process. I don't really try to rush it, but I don't want to sit here for 3 hours. No. Okay, so that's when the inspiration hits. That's when you run with it. So I will be back with a finished layout to convey the story that girls compete, women empower. Yes, okay, I'll be back. Okay, I wanted to show another step of my process because a couple people have asked me to show a little bit more how, after I select my supplies, what would be the next step. So this is the next step. So you saw when I made page kits, I narrowed my choices with my paper, and then I selected my photo, have my sketch ready to go, and I pulled a few supplies. So what would I do after that? Okay, so of course I had some chipboard, and I had some word stickers, and I had puppy stickers, and then I had 3 sheets of sticker sheets. 3 sheets of sticker sheets. Yes. And then I had my alphas, and then a tube of washi. And then along with that, what did I have? I had this little embellishment kit, all right? Yes, a little embellishment kit. Love this. Okay, so then what did I do? Once again, I narrowed my choices, meaning this is what I did. From those items, and I only took a few minutes, I just went through each one, pulled a few things that I felt would be corresponding and things I just simply wanted to play with on this page. And so you see I have stickers, enough for some clusters, and then I have chipboard and flare and braids and sequins, and right there is my title. Okay, already have it on my wax paper ready to go, and all of this will pull off, and that is how I build my page. Because after, I'll move this to the side, and then I'll just start cutting my papers, do my base design, and I will just play around with my embellishments and my title. And so then the only thing I don't have on there, well, of course, there's my washi. So then I even took that tube and narrowed my choices. That way I don't have to rifle through all that. I don't have to rifle through all those sticker sheets. I don't have to rifle through my alpha and any of those word stickers. I have everything that I want to play with. Now, does that mean that I'm going to use everything on this sheet? Right there's my washi. Don't know if I'll use all 3, but I picked 3. Well, I know I'm using those girls. Yes. Okay. Mood and feel. And so that's how I did. I went by color choice and things that went with my mood and feel. And so then I did not select anything of this nature, meaning my embellishment or my enamel dots. I did not, because that's a finishing touch. I don't pull these out of here and put them on a wax paper. Even though if you look here, I have some of those perler beads because that was in that embellishment kit. Now, even though I won't use all of this, that doesn't mean I can't go and pick something else. But in order for me to make a fast page, it's narrow, narrow, and narrow. And this is the last step. I just narrowed. And what you're doing is just making your own customized sticker sheet, embellishment pack, ephemera pack, all in one little wax paper. See, photo corners, chipboard. Got it all right here. And that's what I'll play with. I will not use all of them, but I'll use a variety. And I'll show you what I have left. That's what I love. Variety. Variety. And then, of course, I have these little elements here to play with. A frame and a tag and some embossing sheets. Yes, absolutely. Now, there would be something else I pull. Okay, and I have my 2 punches here if I choose to use them. And then I have my foam tape and my non-stick scissors. And now I'm ready to scrap. I'm going to start I'll get out my trimmer and I will start cutting. And I will be back with a finished page. Welcome back to take 173. I kid you not, it has taken me longer to film this last segment than it did to create the page and all the other previous segments. It's just one of those days. Yes, but you know what? I'm talking about scrapbooking, so I can sit here for 8 hours if I need be. Yes, let's get to this finished page, okay? So you saw what papers I started with that was selected from the page kits that we had made. So simple. I really only had 2 pieces of paper, but man, you talk about an impact. Yes, I love how it turned out. Of course, I love the title. I love the topic. Girls compete, women empower. Can't get enough of that, okay? And I want to say one thing right off the bat. If you are into girl power, you have to get this tube of washi by the Paper Studio, and it's, $19.99. Is it worth $20? No, but it's worth $10. So when you see it on sale, this is the second year for this, so I would get it sooner than later, okay? Because I don't think it'll be around next year. So yes, just love that. I mean, just look at these girls. Yes, and you can use that on such a variety of pages and topics and projects. Yes, this is what it did. Okay, so let's get to the page. So what I did was I adhered my pink on top of my cardstock and my black on top of that, and I offset that paper, okay? And I'll tell you how that came about in just a minute. So then I took my photo and I took those 2 embossing folder, already embossed pieces, and I just layered them. That's all I simply did. Now I want to give a tip is when you're working with something like this, say this is pattern paper or whatever it is you want to layer. Maybe it's scraps and you're layering and you got them exactly where you want them, and then you think, oh, now I got to pick them up. You know it never goes back to the way you wanted it. So pick them up as a whole, one big grouping. Take your little mini stapler and put a couple staples in them. Now put your staples in the part that the photo is going to cover, and then you only have to adhere one grouping instead of all those, pick them back up, adhere each one, because they'll never go back to the way you want it. So yes, do the staple trick, and because your photo covers that. Now I did get some questions. Do I worry about acid free on my pages? No, I don't. I'll tell you why. Because photos is something that is taken at such a rapid pace with the introduction of digital photography, and then of course with the smartphones. So that is not a concern I even think about. No, I really don't. And I just got over that. Now some people say, well, what about for years to come? Well, I'm just going to say this right now. Don't get concerned with acid free unless it's like a family heirloom document, okay? Even a family heirloom photo. The very, very, very rare and special things, of course you have to keep that acid free. I mean, that goes without saying. But I'm just saying normal, everyday photos. Give up the thing that you have to have everything acid free. I'll tell you why. Because you don't even know if it's going to be kept. I mean, let's just be real. Do I think that my daughter will keep every single page and every single album? No, because we've already talked about it. She will not have the space probably. There's a couple albums she knows she's going to keep, and everything else, I said, just go get a photo, snap a photo of it, and I know she's not going to keep it. She won't have the room, okay? I'm already up to almost 60 albums, okay? Now, is every one of those filled? No. But is she going to have space? No. I mean, I had to get a cabinet built to fit my album. So in reality, use what you like, use what you love, use what conveys your story and helps you record the story. Forget about acid free. Only on those items that are family heirlooms and are going to be passed down and passed down and passed down. But on this, let it go out the window because you don't even know if they're going to be kept. So you're worrying about something that may not even happen. Okay, so yes, sorry I brought that up because I went on a rabbit hole or a rabbit trail, went down the hole and over the trail. Yes, okay, back to the page. So I wanted to show also, you see how my photo is straight on the layout and then my white embossed pieces are angled. Okay, now this was a tip that Shimelle, and I'm talking about Shimelle Laine. Most of us know who she is, but I do have some new scrapbookers on this channel. I'll have her link below. And let's just say for a minute, another rabbit hole. Isn't Shimelle just the most adorable person ever? And I'll tell you why. She has added so much to this hobby for so many years, and a lot of it has been for free. Ugh. Yes, can I get an amen? If you love Shimelle, give this video a thumbs up, because she has done a lot. She's in the top 5, if not the top 3 of people that has influenced this hobby, in my opinion. Yes, adore Shimelle. Okay, she had taught this tip years ago. She thought in her own pages and her own design, if she was using something as far, say paper layers, and she was doing them at an angle or cattywampus, she felt then the photo should be straight, should be, how do I want to say, it should not be angled. Okay, so then if you're doing a photo that's angled, then your layers should be straight. Okay, did that make sense? So you can see in my page that I have my layers at an angle, but my photo is not, okay? And then it'd be vice versa. If your layers were straight on, then you could angle your photo. Don't do it all, because then it's just a little too much. And I love that tip, and I've done it ever since that way. I think she's right. I think it makes a difference. Okay, so my title. Yes, there's my title. And I wanted to say that if you run out of letters, okay, in my case, I had 2 W's and 2 M's just in these 2 words. Oh, yes, and we're not going to have enough. So don't be afraid. And in my case, I had to use a M for a W. So do not be afraid. And foam thickers are easy. Any type of foam alphas are easy to do this. And recently, Sarah Swann, I think a few months ago, she had shared a video on how she manipulates letters to get the ones she needs, and I'll have that linked below, because she is right on. There is just things that you can do, especially if you need an E, you make it into an F. If you need an F, you use an E. And, so if you need I's, cut off your J's. Yeah, okay? Just don't cut out the letters you use a lot, okay? And so, yes, I will link that below. She did a great video about that. Okay, so in my clusters, I have a cluster here, there. So 3 makes up my visual triangle. Now, you notice in this big honking one I have my title, my subtitle, and then a cluster. Yes, love when you can do that, okay? And then I have a cluster over here and here. Now, you'll see in my clusters to make my visual triangle, what I did is that I don't have everything represented, basically. Yes, okay. So what I'm saying is I have flowers up here, and I have flowers here, and a flower here, and I have hearts here, but I don't have a heart here, but I have a heart here, okay? But I have my colors represented, okay? So I have my black, my pink, my navy, and my silver, and in each one of my clusters, I have that. Okay, now coming up, I will have a video talking about clusters, and we're going to go back to the very beginning stages of clusters and how to make them into this type of clusters, okay? So I'm working on that content now, so that's coming up. Okay, so what else I want to talk about? I'm looking at my notes, okay? Oh, yes, okay, so you see on my black pattern paper, and it's a directional paper. So when you're using patterns that have a direction, make it to your benefit. So you see how the eye is drawn in here, and here, and here, and here, which goes to right here, which is my story, okay? So when you have directional paper, I love this paper. It's by Fancy Pants. And actually, it's Fancy Pants, it's the Office Suite. I think that was the collection, okay? I bought 25 of them. Yes, it's just I love the direction. I love the impact. Of course, black and white, great impact, okay? But I love how you can use it to your benefit, okay? I thought I was going to have to stop again. I'm going to keep plowing through, ladies. I have to get this finished. Okay. Now, some people had asked, remember I had pulled all the embellishments I wanted on my wax sheet. Okay, now some people have said, when you have leftovers, what do? I'll either put them back with the original sticker sheets, or I'll put them in something like this little embellishment box, or I'll put some back in my sticker book, things like that. Okay, I just put them back to where I'll use them again. It's no set rule how I put them away. And then someone also asked, when I'm pulling stickers from these wax sheets, whether it's in my sticker binders or my sticker books or this, do I ever have any that never come off? No, that's never been a problem. Now, sometimes when you pull it off, you may get a tad of wax paper. No biggie. Just put adhesive on it, because I'm finding for me that chipboard and stickers, everything's needing adhesive. It's just the way it is. But then also too, when I put things on a page and I put in the protector, I want that stuff stuck. Yes, I want it stuck down. And that's why I always do this trick to see. Yes. Okay, now do you want to see a boo-boo? Okay, yes, I made a boo-boo. Okay. So you see this white background? Well, guess what? That was supposed to be my background. There's my textured Bowser. You may not see it on film, but there. I didn't have it. I have it reversed. But ask me if I'm going to be concerned. Oh, and there's the garage door. No, I'm not going to be concerned about the garage door, nor am I going to be concerned that I have the wrong side on this on this layout. No, I just can't. Now, one time in my scrapbooking journey, I would have tore that apart and put it on right. I'm not doing that anymore. It's about recording the story. No one's going to pay mind. No one's going to pay matter. They just want to see the photos and the story. Yes. Okay, let's keep on going. Okay, so I did want to give a tip with these embossing folders. Remember I had showed that stack of embossing folder papers that I had already ran through my embossing folder. So when I do that, I just cut my scrap down to fit my embossing folders, and then when you're left with this edging, okay? You maybe see it better on this, okay? I don't cut that down until I use it on the page. So whatever edge you get from the embossing folder when you run it through, don't worry about it. Just cut it down when you go to use it. Okay, now let's talk about the sketch real quick before I get interrupted, which I know is going to come, okay? My layout looks nothing like the sketch, okay, but the influence is here because I used my black and white pattern paper as an offset. That came from the sketch. I used this washi tape as a border down here as an anchoring. That came from the sketch. And then also too, I have some twine and a tag. Yes, inspiration. So this is what I was telling someone the other day. When you're using sketches, it's like they put the key in the ignition for you. Now you just got to put your foot on the gas and go with it. Yes, that's what a sketch is about. Love using them. Okay, so that's all I have for today, and I hope you got enjoyed seeing a little bit more of my process. Oh, yes, love it. Okay, come back to RTS because you never know what we're going to learn. Bye.